Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, and the moon is in Pisces. The moon does shift into Aries later today, and it changes the energy a bit. Of course, Aries is the energy of the warrior. And so we'll be a little bit more martial at the end of the day. However, today we have two major aspects. We have a Mars-Pluto conjunction, followed by a Venus-Pluto conjunction. They are walking into the gates of hell. Mars first, and then Venus. Mars and Venus have been moving together for a while now, and they had a previous meetup, as it were, when they conjoined together. I think it was in the month of February at 17 degrees of Capricorn, and they have been moving together. Mars taking the lead, actually, which is kind of unusual because generally Venus moves faster, but Mars took the lead. They're going to come through the gates of hell today, and on Sunday they will be conjoining once they move through and move into the sign of Aquarius, where they conjoin within a few minutes of moving into Aquarius. Minutes as in minutes, and minutes as in time, and minutes as in distance. Now, every 2 years, Mars conjoins Pluto and starts their synodic cycle, which brings unconscious desires into our conscious purview, as it were. This is especially important as we evolve through Pluto, and Mars's connection to Pluto sort of gives us a signpost of the direction that we want. We're going to be moving in that 2-year period of the synodic cycle between Mars and Pluto. Now, this Mars and Pluto conjunction in Capricorn has been going on since 2008, and this one actually is the last one of while Pluto is in Capricorn. So this is a biggie. Sort of like a grand finale, which of course is going to last 2 years because it's a 2-year cycle. But it's sort of like wrapping up in a way, that Pluto and Capricorn. And so it's going to be very interesting and very important what happens over the next 2 years with that. So that's powerful. And of course, Mars is very powerful in Capricorn. As we can see, the invasion of the Ukraine occurred with Mars in Capricorn, getting closer and closer to Pluto. And of course, Vladimir Putin is a very Plutonic figure in that he has Pluto conjunct his South Node in Leo at the top of his chart, conjunct his MC, the former Tsar. Now, we also have Venus make a conjunction to Pluto, and that is a special case as well because this is the third Venus-Pluto conjunction. Why? Because Venus was retrograde. During that period of time, we were changing our relationship to power, and perhaps seeing what we see that's going on in the world today, seeing the power of relationship. Very interesting, a different sort of way of looking at it that I hadn't seen before. The power of relationship. What is our power when we work together? And of course, what's going on with the Ukraine is an example of that. God bless the Ukrainians for being the people that are showing us all these things, showing us what it is to be brave, showing what it is to love the earth that you stand on. We're kind of living vicariously through them. And I'm grateful that they've been willing to do this for humanity, and they deserve all our compassion, as do the Russian people, who really don't have much to do with this. It's just in their name, and that's part of the whole idea of the breaking down of nationalism and patriarchy, is doing things in the name of the people when the people really either don't want you to do it, don't know about it, or you're lying to them. So all of that applies, I think. So intense days. This week is very intense. If Zelensky makes it through March, I think it's hard to say. He's in a very dangerous situation, under very dangerous astrological circumstance. Now, I just want to make a mention about life imitating the stars. So yesterday we had a Saturn Mercury conjunction in Aquarius. Saturn is stop. Mercury is communication. Aquarius is technology. I had no telephone, no internet, no cable, nothing yesterday. I think somebody hit a pole in the neighborhood, and Verizon was up there fixing it all day. And for most of the day, we were incommunicado here. So if anybody was trying to get a hold of me, that's why you couldn't. But I mention it because it's an example of the planet of stop with the planet of communication in the sign of technology. So I might not be the only one who's having trouble in that respect. But it happens, and that's the beauty of astrology. You get a little bit, if you know where to look, and you'll just look a little bit and dig a little deep, you can kind of almost see what's coming. Almost. We all have free will, and there's always that that one thing that we weren't counting on. That's usually Uranus, which of course is in Taurus and is still somewhat in that square to Saturn. And then of course we're going to be having Venus and Mars square Uranus once they're in the sign of Aquarius. So that will be a last quarter crisis in consciousness square and revolutionary energy. So let's keep the Ukrainians and that whole area of the world in our prayers and in our hearts. Let's put some white light your candles. I now have my Ukrainian peace candle or altar next to my new moon in Pisces altar, and I'm lighting the candle. And you can light the candle, and you can also light your own inner light and shine it bright to dispel the darkness, so people can see what they need to see and make different choices. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Be careful out there. It's a little dicey. Like, subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Namaste.